Back on the Coyote Sports Network, we welcome you to Women's College Hoops, presented by Burrito Express. Today from Chandler Gilbert Community College, it's the Yavapai Rough Riders looking to earn their first win of the season against the Coyotes. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jaden Ricken. For the Rough Riders, it's been one difficult season so far, 0-12, and right on the cusp of conference play. Under first-year head coach Zach LeMay, the team has undergone a rebuild with only 2 returning players from last season. LeMay got his start after coaching high school basketball in Nevada, where he remodeled North Valley's high school into a winning program within his first season, moving from 7 wins to 21. Every season from there on out, they got more and more wins. However, that quick success hasn't quite followed him to the Valley. On the other side of the court, the Coyotes are on a 2-game losing streak to Pima and Wilson State College. It's also been a difficult season for them. All but 2 of their wins have come in blown-out games, and the close matchups they struggled to close out on. This is their last non-conference game, and it's an expected win if they want to keep realistic playoff expectations. As we take a look at the starters for the Yavapai Rough Riders, a team that hasn't shot very well from the field this season, 28.3%. Will face a Coyotes squad that's been shooting a 33.9%. Starters for your Coyotes today, number 1, Amanda Anderson, number 2, Addison Horsley, number 3, Mac Horsley, number 10, Hannah Sarnowski, and number 12, Grace DeSchaff. Coached by Mario Trutanek Jr. in his first season here at Chandler Gilbert, 8-6 overall, 1-3 in conference play. As we mentioned, the last game before the start of all-out conference play, so a last chance to get a look at one of these non-conference teams as we prepare for tip-off here at Chandler Gilbert Community College. Appreciate you all tuning in on this Monday afternoon, a cool 67 degrees. Here on the border of Chandler and Gilbert. Out for the tip-off for the Rough Riders is number 12, Callie Smith, alongside Amanda Anderson. Tipped over, and Coyotes take it first. Sarnowski working the far side. Coyotes working out. Mack able to hold on. Corey center. Driving in, trying to find space from the near corner. Horsley for 3. Ricochets out. She'll fight for her own shot. Coyotes will get more time back on the shot clock. And a chance to reset here. Addie Horsley throwing down low and taken away. Rough Riders able to come up with a steal on their first possession before they soon turn it over to Addie Horsley. Addie taking it up, spot up 3, little left. Coyotes able to hold on, kick it out. They'll take another 3. 0 for 3 from outside the arc so far. Smith takes it up the court for the Rough Riders. 5 out, we'll push 1 in. Kayla Bailey back over to Amani Araf, who's working outside. Pass in. Serrano with 5 seconds on the clock, takes the right side and draws the foul. The 5'7" freshman out of Prescott Valley will be taking to the line for the first time today. Shot number 1 is good, and the Rough Riders are the first ones to get points on the board. Serrano goes 2 for 2. And a team that's hungry, right? You don't want to be the squad on the opposite side of the court that gives them their first win. The Rough Riders are going to be hungry for that. So for the Coyotes, you got to come out and play full force. This isn't a team that's just going to give it to you. Addy backs out, finds down low, underneath, and now the Coyotes will draw their foul. Grace DeSchaff getting large underneath the hoop, and that one will go against Callie Smith, her first. DeSchaff, the 6-foot freshman for the Coyotes, has been 1 for 5 at the line thus far. First one bounces out. She readies herself for the second. Makes it 1 for 2 to start off. And her second free throw of the season. Coyotes trying to play defense all the way up the court. Trap at the half. Will break it out to DeCreamer, who passes it right back over to Bailey. Bailey trying to navigate, looking around, turns it over to Anderson. Coyotes have found success going inside. Bounce pass down low, the teamwork play, and DeSchaff off the square. Coyotes back on top, 3-2. 7:37 remaining in quarter number 1. Araf, right side, delivery. Quick response. And full court defense coming from Alexis DeCreamer. She shadows Sarnowski all the way to the near side at the midway stripe. Sarnowski goes to the right. And a foul against Araf. That's Arif's first foul, the 5'8" sophomore from Israel, attended Notre Dame High School. Sarnowski gets the inbound, takes it in the paint, picks up her dribble, and nearly taken away. Able to get it out, and now they work it around. For 3, Horsley, yes sir! Mac Horsley with the first deep shot of the game for the Coyotes. They take a 2-point lead. Rough Riders moving it up quickly. Far corner shot off the front side of the iron, fighting for a board, and that'll go off the hands of Callie Smith. And the Coyotes will sub for the first time. Macy Johnson replacing Hannah Sarnowski. So a 2-point lead for the Coyotes, 6-4. A very slow offensive start. They've gotten some rhythm going in the past few attempts. Left side take. Delivery not quite there. Rough Riders come up with the rebound and the foul. That one against Macy Johnson just seconds in. 2 team fouls for both squads. That one nearly picked away, just couldn't hold on. Johnson read it well, and the Rough Riders have spread the court very well so far. They get wide, but you can almost see the passes, they telegraph them. The Coyotes trying to work off of that. DeCreamer at the helm, backs up to the logo. Anderson applies the pressure. Works it around to Serrano. Serrano outside. Bailey going big time. Not quite with the finish. DeSchaff gets large down low for the board. On the break, stop and pop. That one goes out. The foul goes against DeSchaff. On the board, and we've seen that twice now. Right after the play, Coyotes pick up a foul when they don't have possession of the ball. Something to try and limit as Addison gets a hand on it, tips it out. He's been aggressive on defense, and now the Coyotes in a full court press. Looking around, inbounded on the far side. A backwards pass, a little out of control, and some miscommunication. Smith able to recover. Turnover from the Rough Riders gives it back to the Coyotes. Still up by 2, 5:38 left in quarter number 1. The Schaff kicks it out. Coyotes a little slow. We'll find the Schaff on the far side. Moved around, trying to get open. Underneath, yes! Another good move, and when she goes down underneath the basket, she's a tough person to defend. 28 points on the season. They'll pick up another there on the defensive effort. And the Schaff, hasn't started in more than 5 games, but she's come in so far and made a great impact early. Coyotes up by 6. For Yavapai, this is only their 3rd season back in action. The team was shut down previously, and it was partially due for funding and the necessity for it at Yavapai College, but they've been brought back, and they're on this come-up from the near corner. That one, a little too strong, bounced out. Johnson able to follow. Nearly poked away from Serrano. Coyotes hold on. Max J won't go, and we'll get it right back. Araf, right side of the lane. 4 Coyotes on her, and she still found a way to get an open look. Outside, Mack. The three's been a little off for her so far today. Usually a 27.3% shooter. Hasn't quite found her spot yet today. Serrano moving backwards, comes up short. That one taken away. Coyotes get the ball back as we step aside.
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
As we were just mentioning, 2011, both men's and women's basketball teams for Yavapai College were discontinued for budgetary reasons. Officially revived back for the 2022-2023 season with a return to the CGCC after 11 years. So it's a new era for the team, and with that comes Zach LeMay in his first year with the Rough Riders, part of this rebuilding squad. They haven't quite found success yet, but I talked to him before the game, and he said, look, the start of the season was rough. We were working through injuries, and there were a couple games where we only had 7 players eligible on the roster. So it's a team that's dealt with hardship, and they know now that they have to keep working through to get to the end of the tunnel. This is a team that has the potential. They just need to have all their pieces in the right spots. And he said, when you're down without a win on the season, to bring positivity game after game, it's just focusing on taking those small incremental steps forward. 10-4 with 3:53 left. Quarter number 1, Coyotes set to trigger it in. Mack looking around and did not get it in time. So not enough movement on the inbound play, and that's kind of what we've seen from them on offense somewhat. It's been a slower, stagnant start. Here comes the break from the Riders. Good move from Serrano. Finds it open, Araf for 3. That one goes off into the hands of Johnson. Melanie Ortiz in for the Coyotes. Dribbles down the court and picks it up. They'll work it back around to her, and she wants to go to the left. Taken away by Bailey. Now Bailey with the moves. Going. Tried to draw the foul and got it. Macy Johnson gets her second foul. That's the fourth for the Coyotes so far. Chloe Olberg steps in for the Coyotes as well. First one's good from Bailey. Bailey's been phenomenal at the line this season, 78.6%. Bailey takes the pair. As Kaden Cosgrove replaces Johnson after her second. Be a different look for the Coyotes. As Addie will take it up the floor. Most of the Yavapai starters still in. Working it around. An offensive foul on Amanda Anderson. Trouble for the Rough Riders. They'll work it past half court and try and get the offense going from there. Araf navigating, weird pass taken away. On the drive, they'll stop. A kick ball off the foot of Bailey. Make a few subs as the Coyotes get ready to inbound. Mac looking. Time's been an issue. They're able to get it in. Now it's her sister in control. Olberg saw an open lane. Drives in, picks up the foul. A smart play. Quick inbound. Olberg there, just not enough on the finish. Tries to go up again, and such a powerhouse in the paint. Called for a carry. And she's a tough player to guard, and a lot of teams seem to play way off. That just allows her to work with all the room she's given. 10-6, Coyotes still up by 4. And out of control again. The Rough Riders just take it up the court and throw it to the stands. Few minutes left in quarter number 1. Rough Riders still hanging in with the Coyotes. Anderson lets one go, and maybe she shouldn't have. Air ball off to the right side. Anderson, the Gilbert native, attended Castile High School, and a shot 29% from the 3. That time, just off the mark. The defensive pressure continues. Bailey runs right back into the trap. They kick it around. Good cut inside to Smith. Didn't have anywhere really to go. Another miscommunication. Serrano throws it out, and that's the 3rd possession we've seen so far where the Rough Riders just don't know where they're passing it to. Sarnowski on the far side works back towards the middle. Gives it to Anderson. And another offensive foul, this time against Sarnowski. Creamer gets to Hester. Passing triangle works, and the press break is there. It's once they get it further down. That one soars over the Creamer. A little bit too much sauce on that pass. $1:30 left in quarter 1. Nika Hester steps up and gets in Sarnowski's face. The Riders matching the defensive intensity. Horsley loses control. Serrano fighting for it. Ball still on the ground, and we'll get a jump. Rough Riders have it. And so, hey, that's how that defensive intensity can result in turnovers. But the important thing with turnovers is the points off of them. They have to be able to convert. Hester picks it up, finds Serrano inside as she goes a little too underneath. The play was open. Just need the finish. Sarnowski, quick moves. Anderson outside the 3. Coyotes not really attacking inside. Sarnowski picks it up. Quick pass. A foul called before the shot. Anika Hester, first foul for a hold. Sarnowski finds an open spot on the floor, tries the pump fake, back to the board. They work it around. Mack can't connect. 20 seconds left. Chance for one more offensive shot. Anika Hester picks it up, finds Callie Smith open, works the far side, mid-range J, bounces out. Coyotes have it, and with 1 second, Yavapai actually got it back. Not enough time to throw one up. It's the end of the first. Stay tuned, we'll be right back for the second.
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or a napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
It's the start of quarter number 2 here from Chandler Gilbert Community College, hosting the Yavapai College Rough Riders. Score is 10-6 in a slow opening minutes for both of these teams. Coyotes able to gain control. Neither team really finding a lot of room to work with, getting shots in the basket. It's been tough for both of them to finish off drives. Coyotes pull up for a 3. Addison Horsley knocks it down to start off the second. And now here comes the break. Coyotes get it back, stop. This time a little short from Addison. They'll work it to Ortiz, who's able to get it off the glass. And the Coyotes just trying to get it going quickly. Want to keep the Yavapai Rough Riders head spinning. Trouble in the corner. Back to the board, and Lydia Anderson just could not find a way to get a pass. It has been a scoring drought for Yavapai. Sarnowski works off the screen, kicks it. Addison, boom, from the corner. And she's starting to get activated, a quick steal, and once again, the telegraph pass. Ortiz goes in the paint, tries to get the board, and they can't capitalize off the steal from Caden Cosgrove. but it's almost too easy. So you got to wonder, will the Rough Riders adapt? Try a pump fake, knowing the Coyotes want to bite on the inbound. Same spot. Go to the other side. Travel called on Kayla Bailey. Coyotes get it back. Largest lead of the game, 18-6. Last time these two teams faced off was March 5th of 2024. Yavapai won 69-52 on sophomore night. This time, this season, it's a different story. 0-12 versus 8-6 for the Coyotes, who want to keep playoffs. That's an achievable goal. Sarnowski works the baseline, not enough. Going the other way. A good take, a good look, just not enough on the finish. Passing through the break. Calderon Martinez gets it down and the takeaway after a bad pass from Araf. They split the paint. Ortiz, too much. Addie holds on and she's not enough. And inconsistency with short range shots. I mean, those are gimmies. The Coyotes might be up by 12, but those type of shots are ones that you always need to take, especially when you're moving into conference play against potentially tougher opponents. Araf going in, picks up her dribble, working the pivot foot, gets blocked by Addie. Addie gets it out. No. A foul on Araf before the pass. It's her second foul this game and the first team foul this quarter. Michaela Horsley back in. Coyotes have been 8-3 at home this season, 0-3 on the road. Pull up, short. And Addie found her rhythm at the start. That one just not quite there. 36% from three. She's a marksman. Far pass. Able to hold on. Martinez spinning, not liking it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Serrano calling for a screen. She'll pull up from way downtown and certainly a shot. From the opposite corner, Anderson comes up shy. It's been back and forth, bricks for both of these teams. Trying to go coast to coast. Ball goes out and they'll get a second chance. As Riley Sword steps on for her first time today. Chloe Olberg alongside Melanie Ortiz will be joining Sword. Serrano able to find Smith. The two connected well. Can't say the same for the basket. Olberg in her office. Off the front side of the iron, but draws the foul. Smith gets her second on the shot. Olberg will shoot two. 70% at the line. That one not quite there. Gets the second. And it's 19-6. The Rough Riders have been scoreless for nearly a full quarter. Last game for the Coyotes was against number 5 Pima on Saturday, a 73-42 loss. One of the toughest opponents. Travel called on to Kramer. And that was a loss where Chandler Gilbert only had 15 points in the first half. The Aztecs had a double-digit run in the first quarter, and you're kind of seeing the opposite side of that for the Coyotes today. How do you become a more consistent team that isn't one game getting blown out and the other game being the one to blow out? Outside, Ortiz, straight on, bounces, oh, and ricochets out. Olberg there for the board. Not enough on the putback. Stays down that way as Sword will get ready to inbound. Part of it, too, was they only shot 26% from the field, had 19 turnovers, resulted in 21 points. The Aztecs really capitalized on the turnover game. And that was a solid 7% lower than what they've shot. Olberg off the square. Coyotes break 20 for the first time today, 21-6, 5:48 remaining. And the Rough Riders just need to get a shot, something to get the ball rolling. Going down low, Bailey, and one on the floater. Kayla Bailey, 5'9" freshman from Tucson, Arizona. Olberg picked up her first on that shot. And the Riders able to break the drought. The three-point play. And a chance now, something to build upon, as Coach LeMay talked about, taking those incremental steps. 5.5 minutes left in half number one, and you got to keep that intensity if you want to get back in it. Olberg on the cut. Bailey bounces it off Ortiz's foot. We'll stay down there. But for the Coyotes, that's another play where, oh, it's there. The cut, the board, the open look, and it's just putting the ball in the basket. That's been the challenge. Deep inbound to Serrano. Finds Bailey. That one off to the right. Bailey, 18% from three. Trying to build confidence from outside with a shot like that. It was an open look. Perhaps could have taken another second to orient herself. Slow up the court. Addie Horsley crosses half from the foul line. The Shaft tried to bank it in. Araf, 1-on-3, still throws up a shot and it goes in. Okay. 25% from field goal range, and that time able to make it work. Sword to Ortiz. Ortiz whips it away to Addie, who has to scramble to go get it. Mack outside, knocked down. And when she can find her spot on the court and just sit there and wait for the shot, she's been one of those dead-eye consistent shooters for the team. As we take a break.
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
4 minutes, 6 seconds left in half number one. We appreciate you tuning into the Coyotes Sports Network. Jaden Rickett on the call. Chandler Gilbert leads 24-11 over the Yavapai College Rough Riders. Last game the Rough Riders played was Saturday against number 11 Mesa Community College, a 50-99 loss. Mesa still remains undefeated in ACAC play. Short shot, Sword able to scoop it up. Gives it to Mack, and the Coyotes working quickly. Left side, Johnson goes in, yes! Underneath, able to navigate and thread the needle, now on the cherry pick. And Grisha Leon couldn't hold on, but Coyotes got a hand on it. Grisha Leon will sub out immediately after that. A great example there of how when the Coyotes are able to swing the ball and keep up that fast-paced offense, that's when they get the looks. Then it comes down to the individuals to make the shots. Okay, Kayla Bailey has just taken over this team right now and is trying to will them back into it. Another and one situation. Bailey misses the and one, but still 2 points that the team desperately needs. Johnson, pull up from deep. A great three-point attempt. She's been ready to shoot from outside and give her the rock. She's taking a shot. Bailey comes up short, but she's been one of the only ones taking attempts. Just trying to get something going. Ostrowski passes. Coyotes will make a couple subs. Holberg heads back in on the back court. They break the press well, and Chandler Gilbert's been running that press for a while now. The subs helping keep up the stamina. Bailey with the footwork. Ball still outside. Nearly taken away. Anderson able to hold on. And we get a timeout taken by the Rough Riders. The momentum play from the...
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or a napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
So last season, Yavapai, a 5-20 record, 2-15 in conference. They averaged just 50 points a game on a 31% field goal rate, and those 50 points a game, a much different story from what they've had going this season. Only 13 points now with 2:33 left in half number one. And they got to keep it going. Strong on the take, and Anderson maybe a little too strong. Cosgrove to the rim and in. The Coyotes just push it on offense, and the Rough Riders just are not back on defense to shut them down. Serrano takes it to the edge, runs into a trap. A pass to Bailey, who's able to keep it, and then the Coyotes scoop it up. Johnson taking it inside, pulls up, mid-range J, yes, knocks it down. And you can feel the momentum shift for the Coyotes. A little bit of fuel in the engine. They want to close out Quarter number 2 on fire. A foul from Olberg. She ran into Anderson down low. That's her second. Calderon Martinez will take the place of Anderson, 5'4" freshman from Reno, Nevada. And part of Coach LeMay's transition here to the Valley, Anderson picks up the foul, is the recruiting base he was able to bring with people from Nevada. Trying to draw in a team, and you know, a team that he was the rebuild there, was the spark for making that North Valley High School team the powerhouse they ended up becoming. And it's going to be a slow journey here, 0-12. As we mentioned earlier, they haven't quite found that quick success that they did in high school. At the line, Martinez does her part. The quick moves, transition, near corner, Anderson. Oh, splash! And everybody getting deep looks and putting in the work. Coyotes testing their range this afternoon. Minute 20 left in quarter number 2. An easy steal, and Anderson on the break. This is where the Coyotes want to run up the score right before the half. To shut down the Coyotes, Serrano spins and draws. The Coyotes have not been great on defense the last few minutes. Several fouls as they've been a little bit more aggressive to the Rough Riders, trying to go more inside. Serrano at the line. No good on the first. Oh for 2. Johnson stops, makes. And it just looks a little too easy for her sometimes. She will just stop her dribble and pull up, and nobody's putting a hand in her face. They're letting her take some of those shots, and I don't know if she's the person you want to let take deep threes. Another good play, but another foul. So both sides of Chandler Gilbert showing right now the offensive momentum, but the sloppy defense. It feels like it's a foul every time the Rough Riders take it down the court. Serrano, this time, comes up with the first. Johnson takes it up with 23 left on the clock. Little dribble handoff outside the arc. Coyotes just trying to chew off the rest of the time. Addy to the rim and in. Found a lane and stuck to it. A half-court heave, no good from Araf, and that'll do it for half number 1 here at Chandler Gilbert Community College. Coyotes lead.
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
It's half number 2 here at Chandler Gilbert Community College, live on the Coyotes Sports Network, brought to you by Burrito Express. Jaden Ricken on the call for you on this beautiful Monday afternoon. The Coyotes lead 43-16 over the Yavapai College Rough Riders, and it was a rough half for them. They had a scoring drought that lasted from the middle of the first to the middle of the second before number 2, Kayla Bailey, started to take over and put her team on her back, driving inside, taking shots from deep, getting and ones. It felt like a one-man army. The Coyotes really found their rhythm in the final few minutes of quarter number 2, and Addie Horsley was electric. It felt like she could shoot from any spot on the court, and nobody would even want to get close to guarding her. So an explosive end for the Coyotes to half number 1, and now it's up to the Yavapai College Rough Riders to try and come up with some answers to make a comeback here in half number 2. Set to inbound for the Coyotes is Mac Horsley. Hannah Sarnowski double teamed. She'll cut back court, and Addie Horsley will have to sneak up and collect it. Dribbling around, Addie finds Sarnowski. They split the paint, and she puts it in. And that's great offense, getting them the bite on the double to try and shut down your number 1 shooter, and then let Sarnowski demonstrate her ability to convert. From the far corner, Mac Horsley. A little strong. She's been great from 3 this game, and those are shots that she's going to continue to take. A good look. Not enough for the finish. Anderson hesitates, drives in, draws the foul. The Coyotes able to pick up the charge. Amani Araf picks up her 3rd on the charge. And that's good defense there. The Coyotes were fouling the Rough Riders almost any time they went inside the paint at the end of quarter number 2, and that time they used their aggressiveness to their advantage for the charge. Ortiz lets one go, won't drop in. They'll have to work their way up. They want another chance. Smith knocks it down from mid-range. A good look. 45-18. Coyotes still on top. Good ball movement. Nobody inside for the Coyotes. On the cut, taken away. Bailey read it like a book. Moves. Still going. Little weak on the finish, but once again, it's the Bailey show. Addie stops, puts it in. And she's got to be the one that they are double teaming and locking down. When she gets in the zone, I mean, she's tough to stop. Sarnowski ran into Serrano. It'll be her 2nd foul. Correction, her 3rd foul. Kaden Cosgrove subs in. The Creamer tries to trigger it in, turns it over to Mac. Mac wanting to go coast to coast. Foul called on the drive. That'll send the 92% free throw shooter to the line. First one in and out off the backside. Sophomore able to convert on the 2nd, and a 30-point lead for Chandler Gilbert over the Rough Riders. Raff able to get it out of trouble, and a weird shot from Smith, just wild and out of control, almost like she wanted to try and draw a foul, but just not a good attempt. Addie Horsley stops, won't get that one to drop. Bailey trying to work off the screen from Smith, picks up her dribble, bouncing, and turns it over. Now it's Yavapai who's putting some pressure on Addie Horsley. Bailey trying to shadow her, and it's crucial she sticks with her. Mack finds Addie, who's open for three. It's her world. We're just living in it right now. And the fact she's gotten so many clean looks, it's a little baffling. Turned over to Cosgrove. Right place at the right time. Raff fights for it back. Good hustle play, but she'll lose control and turn it right back over. So Anika Hester heads in for the Rough Riders alongside Amanda Anderson for the Coyotes. Far pass down court for Ortiz, and she lost her sight. Good move from Serrano. And gave it right to Addie. Addie into Grafe. DeShafe puts it in, and that'll force a timeout from LeMay. We'll be right back.
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
.6:12 remaining in quarter number 3. Head back down into the Coyote Den here at Chandler Gilbert. Some strong offensive looks from the Coyotes force a timeout from head coach Zach LeMay. His sister played for the Rough Riders in their first stint. She played for them back in 2001 through 2003, where she holds the record for third greatest number of blocks in a single season. He's now part of the restart to this program following their discontinuation in 2011. Chandler Gilbert's been averaging 68.4 points a game compared to Yavapai's 40. And if the defense can hold up, the Coyotes will hold them to much below that. Addie Horsley trying to get the steal, and it just doesn't stop. Offense or defense. Up by over 30. She's given 110% effort every play. They try to break it, turn it over to the shaft. Addie has it back at the top of the key. Getting low. And waits for the rest of the Coyotes to set up. Ortiz to the rim, off the glass and in. Coyotes out in front by a mile, 55-18, as Bailey tries to thread the needle. Ortiz picks up her third foul. Inbounded to Smith, whose shot is off to the right. Macy Johnson will replace Ortiz now. And out in front by this much. Still a quarter and a half to go. Coyotes going to want to chew the clock. Get some different looks with some of the number 2 players as well. Mack, left side. Easy delivery. She waits for her turn. She's very smart with her takes and her shots. Calculated player. Serrano retreats to the logo. Bailey puts it up, swivels out. She's trying to find anything she can get. Addie tries to get it to the shaft. No foul called. Chance on the break. Rough Riders slow it down as Smith picks up her dribble. Serrano trying to muscle her way in. Rainbows it over the hoop. Gives it to Anderson. Comes up shy. It looked pretty on target. And the back and forth game continues. Smith comes up short. Not the best shot look there. The shaft just waiting under the rim. Gets it back, hands all over, and the foul will come eventually. Kelly Smith charged with that foul as we step aside.
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
So some PA technical issues here in the gymnasium. We'll try and keep you informed throughout. 57-18. Coyotes 1 point away from a 40-point lead. Cosgrove finds Olberg on the inbound. Mack drives down. Open corner shot for Cosgrove. That was a good kick out. Araf and Hester walk into each other. Hester puts her shoulder into it, trying to get physical, turns it over. And they just have not found the same success that they had at the end of half number 1. When they were getting big inside and drawing fouls, it just hasn't worked out the same. The Coyotes have stepped it up defensively, playing a cleaner game and trying to at least force some farther outside shots. Addie gets the step on Hester, who has to trail, and will finally get back in front. Johnson goes down low. Coyotes spreading it out. Olberg working, shoulder back to the board. Smart pass out. 5 on the shot clock. In the corner, Addy drives baseline. Foul called. Hester picks up her second, and with a chance from underneath the rim. Sister to sister. Good defense from Hester. Correction from Anderson. Another foul, a little too much at the end. So Coyotes will be in the bonus for the next 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Horsley at the line. Gets the first. Talk about having one great game. Addy has just continued to deliver on every measurable part. Good pass. A swift move up the court. Bailey trying to keep it going. Gives it to a wrap from deep. There they go. That's a great shot. And that was a solid offensive setup all the way through. Addy moves around. Gives it to Cosgrove on the near side. She wants to go. Weak attempt on the layup. Kayla Bailey at the key. Gives it to Hester for the jumper. A little strong. And a bad pass from Olberg. And nobody made an attempt for the ball on the Coyotes' side as they try and clear the bench. Bring back in Anderson and Sarnowski. Kayla Bailey will finally take a rest on the bench for Yavapai as well. Risha Leon in the game. Hasn't seen much time so far this one. Hester turns it over. That foul goes against Anderson. $1:47 left in quarter number 3. Hester McCabe shadows Sarnowski all the way, and Olberg outside. Not often you see that. Kicks it to the corner. Cosgrove for 3. Rims out. Can't get the rebound. Anderson taking it the other way. Handoff. McCabe knocks one down from the far corner. And that's 2 threes in the span of about a minute for the Rough Riders, as they just want to get some positive notes here. Down 35, Sarnowski kicks it, Anderson, corner. Olberg with the putback, won't get it, but gets the foul. She will go to the line. Arif picks up her 4th. Now it's going to put her in foul trouble. She'll be replaced by Serrano. Olberg, the 5'11" sophomore out of Snowflake, Arizona, at the foul stripe. Gets the first to go. For Chandler Gilbert, clean looks for the next 11 minutes and 2 seconds. 1 for 2, they get the board. Johnson brings it back out. Sarnowski lets one go, gets it! Firing on all cylinders, the Coyotes keep it going. And the momentum quickly quieted as Caden Cosgrove picks up a foul. Martinez runs into trouble, tries to pass it away. Cosgrove and Olberg, the two help each other out. Sarnowski finds Johnson. Johnson wants to go down the middle through Main Street, draws another. In the foul generation is helpful for the Coyotes, but it is extending their already monumental lead, 63-24. Johnson, nothing but net. Another 1 for 2 for the Coyotes. Under 20 seconds. Now in quarter number 3. Cather and Martinez down low. A great teamwork play. McCabe able to put the cherry on top. Well, that was a solid basketball play. Moves, cuts, everything. And Sarnowski won't go anywhere. We'll be back for quarter number 4.
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or a napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
Ten minutes to go on this Monday afternoon of women's college hoops on the Coyotes Sports Network. 64-26 is the score as we enter number 4. Yavapai College, 0-12 on the season, trying to find that first win and not likely to happen today. Serrano moves it around, quick pass to Bailey, who uses her momentum to go to the baseline. Tries to put it in, gets the putback instead. A solid finish to that possession. And they ended quarter number 3 with some good offensive possessions as well, trying to keep that momentum going. Cosgrove with it. Down low to Olberg to the left side. Spinning around. Won't get it to go. Good moves, nonetheless. Bailey getting shifty. Swing pass, and a wild one at that. Turns it over to Olberg. Far corner, Olberg. Cosgrove let one go. Pinballed out. And who other than Addie Horsley to head back in. Trouble at half court. Another turnover. Mack gets low, rotates it to Addie. Driving, step through. It's too easy. We had a timeout from the Rough Riders as we reflect on the first minute 30. It's just been a slow going for the Rough Riders. They try and get it across half court.
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or a napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
Next matchup for the Coyotes will be this Wednesday at Glendale Community College at 5:30 p.m. First time those two will face off this season. Then they'll play again on Saturday the 31st in just a few weeks. Glendale's currently 6-7, 1-3 in conference play. A similar record to the Coyotes. As we talked about earlier, the last non-conference game for both of these teams for the remainder of the season. Coyotes want to bring some good play styles into those conference games, and so far today they've done just that. Giselle Serrano moving the rock. Bailey jump step through floater. Oh yeah. One great player. Has so much depth to her game and just always does her part. Oldberg was expecting contact, didn't get it, and then overcommitted. Serrano down low to Smith. Couple good plays. It's something. Near corner, Mack goes to the baseline and as calculated as always. Trying to push Serrano back to the half court. She'll get it out to the Creamer. Bailey holds on, gives it to Hester for 3. Little high. Sarnowski's pass to Olberg gets tipped away. She'll recover. Mack down the middle of the lane, a little strong. She'll get her shot back. Not before, though. Throwing it over to Bailey. On the break, Hester, can she get there in time? A little too much on the touch. Smith gets it out. To Creamer for 3. Drills it. Been a 20% shooter from outside the 3, the 5'10 freshman. The Reno, Nevada, part of that recruiting class that LeMay has helped bring over as Addie walks in the layup. We'll call another timeout from Yavapai.
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or a napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
.632 remaining in this matchup. Yavapai will play this Wednesday at Navajo Technical University at 5:30 p.m. Their first matchup of the season. And then they'll play again the following day on Thursday at 3 p.m. And I think they're just a team that just has to work on the fundamentals a little bit more. Because when they get the clean looks and the good basketball plays, they're there and they're an athletic team. It's sometimes just the shot making and passing ability that I think holds them back. Cosgrove will replace Addie Horsley. Inbound taken away, and that's a play right there where it's, you know what's going to happen before it happens, so as a defense, it's so easy to predict. Mack on the pump fake, steps in mid-range, knocks it down, and the Horsley sisters, just phenomenal. Nothing more you can say. Good rebound from DeShaff. Sarnowski takes it. Johnson, green bean from outside. Johnson gets a hand on it as that goes back court. I talked earlier, and I think it's something to always keep in perspective. For one, this is a program that's only in its third year back after a break of 11 years. So obviously not the recruiting power that community colleges or other junior colleges have with established programs. You have to be willing to take a risk to come here, especially this season with a brand new coach. But he brings a good energy to the team. And we talked earlier, there was parts of the season where they only had 7 eligible players for certain games, and that's always going to be difficult to manage with in the game, and then also the mental aspect of that, which is playing on a lot more time than normal. Good attempt from Araf. She's got 4 fouls. Johnson picks up her 3rd foul there. Micaiah Jenkins will replace Sarnowski. Jenkins, first time on the court so far today. So it's a team that for Yavapai is just trying to get there, and it's going to be slow but steady and likely not going to be where they want to be until next season. But it's game by game for them. Araf at the line gets the first. (75-39). That one off the front side of the iron, picked up by Johnson. Cosgrove to DeShaff down low. DeShaff navigating. Schulp generate a foul. Lydia Anderson gets her 3rd foul. Couple more subs. DeShaff at the line, shooting 2. Gets the first to go. This is the second they get the rebound. Jenkins kicks it out. Shot clock issues, so officials will stop, and then Coyotes will get an inbound opportunity. Arlene Ashutaker will step in as well, the 5'8" sophomore from London, England. Cosgrove switches directions. Ashutaker now has it in the corner. Gives it to Cosgrove. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Jenkins can't get it to land, but a good take. Rough Riders will get it back. Four minutes left, and for Yavapai, just try and get as many in-game reps as possible. Martinez heaves one up. And it comes up way short. And a ref will foul out. Cosgrove has it now. Good move, and the help defense doesn't get there in time. Luckily for them, a miss from Cosgrove, and Bailey tries to go coast to coast. Meets all of the Coyotes down in the paint. Riley Sword back in. She'll go right side. Tries to draw the foul. They'll get a chance on the inbound. Shiremeyer puts up a shot. Comes up way short. And the defensive intensity there from Jenkins. Trying to fight for it back. Cosgrove keeps it in, but turns it over to Bailey. Coyotes ball. .250 left in quarter number 4. The Coyotes just a couple minutes away from their 9th win on the season. Ashutaker on the miss. Bailey, good move to get around Sword for the basket. Shiremeyer picks it up, finds Sword on the step back 3. Good finish from Micaiah Jenkins, who was there for the rebound, and to put it back in. Kramer goes left and gets it to fall off the square. And too easy on that one. Ashutaker just sitting back there, and Coach LeMay not happy with his team's lack of urgency to get back on defense. Spot up 3, and I mean, that's part of it too. I asked him before the game, how do you keep the team being positive? We take step by step. Ashutaker gets blocked. And it's not easy, especially as a player, to be down 37 with 2 minutes left. I mean, yeah, that's probably not going to be the best 2 minutes of basketball played in your career, but it's something that's important to try and close out, to get those positive steps to eventually try and get the first mark in the W column. But it's not easy. Sword, getting large, draws the foul. Lydia Anderson picks up her 4th. Sword at the line. First one's good. Minute 28 left. The Coyotes, 14 points above their average right now. The Rough Riders, 3 points above their average. Trying to make something happen. Serrano back in the game. Deep 2. Bounces off. Coyotes will get it back. Cosgrove slacks back and forth. Good turnaround. Got a hand on it to keep the dribble going. Gives it to Sword, who lets one up, and it goes. That was a clean look and a good release for another 3 to push him up to 85. Three-point is way short from DeCreamer. Just trying to chew time. Coyotes go in, get blocked. DeCreamer, no foul. Trying to hold on, keep together the play, and they turn it back over. Sword outside. Again! This time with the bank. 2 good three-pointers for her in the last minute. 5 seconds left. They turn it over one last time, and it's Jenkins on the left-hand delivery with the lay-in to end it. Final score is 90-43, the Coyotes.
What up, homies? I'm Angel. My dad started Burrito Express back in 1995 with me and my brother slanging burritos out of the kitchen of our house. Today we have 8 Valley locations where you can count on authentic recipes, good prices, and a comfortable atmosphere. I've always said the burrito is the perfect food. You don't need a plate, fork, or napkin. You grab one and off you go. Come by one of our Burrito Express locations and try you a burrito created by the man himself, Cameron Scatterboo.
So here on the Coyotes Sports Network post-game show, the women's team just defeated the Yavapai College Rough Riders 90-43 to advance to 9-6 overall in the season. Both teams' final non-conference game of the season. The Rough Riders fall to 0-13, another tough loss for them as they remain winless in the 25-26 season. Chandler Gilbert will take on Glendale Community College this Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. for their next matchup. As conference play continues here in the Valley, we appreciate you tuning in to the Coyote Sports Network today. Jaden Ricken on the call. We appreciate you guys, and we will see you next time.